did the vinyl wrap like I said I would. Forged carbon fiber based on one of you guys' recommendations, and I think it came out pretty good. Did it by myself. I'll do kind of a breakdown of the cost and the process and everything once we're riding around, but yeah, it was actually super simple. I didn't even have the right tools, and I mean, looks good. Yeah, I wish it was a little bit more sunny so you guys could see the sparkle in it, but it's kind of overcast today. Hopefully you guys can get a decent idea. So I finally got around to the wrap. I don't know if you guys can see it between my legs. Man, it looks really good, especially for my first wrap job, not knowing what I was doing. I put it up to a vote for you guys, and I think the forged carbon fiber was a brilliant idea, so I went with that instead of just the regular black. And the cool thing is I can just swap it out whenever. It's a super easy process. Anybody that's never done it and might be intimidated by the process like I was, I pretty much half-assed it and used kind of what I had laying around the house to get it done, and it still came out almost flawlessly. I don't know if you guys could even tell any of the minor imperfections, especially because it's the carbon fiber, you know, the forged carbon fiber. It's kind of textured, kind of shiny. You really can't even see it. But the only thing that I bought was a 3x5 roll of the forged carbon fiber vinyl wrap on Amazon. And if I remember to, I'll drop the link down there, or you guys can just drop it in the comments and ask me if you want the specific one, because there's really like tons of options. You could just go with whatever you decide to. And a $1 bottle of alcohol, just for prep, just to wipe down the area before doing the carbon fiber. So the ground total for the 3x5 roll of carbon fiber, that was $30, and then a bottle of alcohol, 91%, was $1, which brought me up to a total of $31 because the shipping was free. And you can honestly get it done for even cheaper, because I got a 3x5 roll, which was way too much. I'm trying to find other projects to vinyl wrap just to use the leftover, but you can get a way smaller roll than that. The reason why I got the bigger roll is just for if I messed up and had to redo it or anything like that. I wanted to make sure I had plenty of extra on hand, but I didn't really need to. As far as heat gun goes, I know a heat gun is recommended. I have no idea how much a heat gun costs because I didn't buy one. I asked ChatGPT and the internet a little bit, and they said a hairdryer was fine for a small wrap job like this, and I just used a hairdryer. It got plenty hot. I mean, if anybody's ever put their hand in front of a hairdryer, like that's pretty hot, and I think I did a pretty decent job without having to go out and buy an actual, damn, what kind of bike is this? Should look nice. But without having to buy a heat gun just for, you know, such a tiny wrap job, it just didn't feel like it was worth it. Unless I do get into vinyl wrapping, then I might buy a heat gun later. So $31 and about 1 hour worth of time is what this wrap took for me. Scissors, I already had scissors. I already had a knife. If you want it to be a little bit easier and cleaner, you could use a like X-Acto knife. If you don't already have one, you could buy one. I think they're stupid cheap. But yeah, I mean, just a couple YouTube tutorials later, and I did it by myself in my garage. I didn't record it because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought it was going to be way more of a pain in the ass than it actually ended up being. I probably could have recorded it and done a little tutorial video, but if you guys have any questions, yeah, just drop me a comment, because after doing it, I could probably at least help point people in the right direction with it. I couldn't tell what kind of bike that was. It looked like an R3 maybe. I don't know. This dude had some Gucci gear. I bought some sick Alpine Stars boots, similar to the ones that guy was wearing, if you guys could even see them. And some dude on Marketplace was selling a brand new pair of Alpine Stars boots in my size for $300. Kind of similar to the pair that guy was wearing. I got them in white, red, and black. Some dude was just selling them on Marketplace. They were brand new. He got them in October. It's November now. And they were in my size, which is like rare. for me to find something on Marketplace that's in my size. And then also the color scheme matches the Hornet that I have perfectly. I'm not wearing them now just because I'm on the Grom. I felt like that would be extreme overkill, but later on when I go for a ride on my other bikes, I'll probably toss them on because I haven't had a chance to ride with them yet. They feel awesome. I'm trying to buy some more gear right now just for winter time because I've been trying to record some content. By the way, the reason why I've been off the grid for a while is I lost a shitload of content. I've already filmed this video maybe like 2 weeks ago. I filmed a couple other videos, but I lost the content because I bought a new mic. It's the DJI Mic Mini. It's a wireless Bluetooth mic, and for whatever reason, like just new equipment, I didn't know what it was doing. The audio was all unusable. The video is great and maybe I could use it later to do some voiceovers and stuff, but yeah, you can't hear me at all. So I tossed out probably 3 or 4 videos worth of content. Or I haven't tossed it out, but I had 3 or 4 videos worth of content that I couldn't post basically. So I switched back to my old mic, my Rode lavalier mic, and I'm hoping that alleviates some things for now. Yeah, another thing is it's super cold. Yeah, another thing is it's been super cold on some days, so it's just been really hard for me to ride. I'm looking for some winter riding gear. If you guys have some recommendations, I do want to continue to ride throughout the winter. It'll probably slow down just a little bit, but I need the right gear because the gear I have is not good. I went camping last weekend, took the Hornet out to the campsite, which was like an hour away, and I froze so hard. I froze so hard, especially on the way back. I got the custom V-Strom license plate. That's pretty cool. But I froze so hard on the way back, like it was pretty awful. I'll try to drop that content too, because I did record some of the camping trip and the ride out there, but like I said, it was so ridiculously cold that I couldn't even like ride and do content at the same time. So yeah, we'll see if I'm able to post that. I mean, it was a really fun camping trip. Basically the reason why I did it is because I'm trying to get into moto camping, where I just like take out one of the bikes, whether it's the Grom or the Hornet, and I go camping. I've never done that before, so I don't exactly know what I've done tons of camping, lots of it, and I've always had my truck, so I have lots of gear. But if I'm on the Grom, which has no storage space, nothing like that, I really got to lighten the load, the pack out. So it's kind of a practice. I brought the bike out there, I rode behind my truck, and my truck brought out all the equipment, and I'm just trying to figure out what is like the bare minimum essentials that I need to moto camp. So if any of you guys have experience with that, please give me some pointers, because I'm thinking, based on this most recent camping trip, that I won't be able to bring a tent. Even if I did have saddlebags or like hard bags or something, I really just don't know how to bring out a tent. So I might try to do hammock camping instead, so I could just pack everything into a backpack and be super light with it. Now the only problem with that is, without a tent, it's going to be really hard to just stay out of the wind instead of the cold. So I think it won't be until spring that I could start doing some actual moto camping content. Yeah, and then the other thing is I don't have saddlebags on either of my bikes. I don't really want them, so I would just have to pack everything on my bag, or in a bag on my back, which I'm cool with. The only exception would be is if I got some like soft saddlebags that I could just put on the bike and take off the bike. I don't really like the look of it. I feel like they look kind of clunky. So yeah, I don't want hard bags or anything like that permanently affixed to either of my bikes, because I just like the clean look. But yeah guys, let me know what you guys think of the wrap. I think it came out really good. I wish there was some more sun so you could really take it all in, because I know black is just kind of hard to see on a cloudy day, especially since it's like a reflective kind of carbon fiber material. You don't really get to see it in all its splendor. But now that it's on the bike, it'll be, you know, forever in my content, so you guys will continue to see it. Oh, check out this cool guy, brother. And thanks to you guys, the followers, that help point me in that direction. If I would have gone with the plain gloss black like I wanted to, it just wouldn't look as good. For one, it just wouldn't have looked as cool, and then for two, it wouldn't have been able to hide some of the little imperfections. There's like a little tiny wrinkle on the edge of part of it. Let's see if I can show you guys real quick. Can you guys see that little wrinkle? Maybe not. but because it's on the edge and the edge kind of goes under the other panel, you can't really tell. And then with it being a textured finish, the only way you would be able to tell, in my opinion, is if you were actually looking at it hard, or me, because I did it. So, you know, I'm my own worst critic, and I kind of was there for the process. But at a glance, or just on film, I doubt you guys could really see it. Another thing is, I had some comments recently saying that now that I've got the Hornet, I'll never ride the Grom, which just totally isn't true. I find that hilarious because I actually ride the Grom more than the Hornet. I brought it to the camping trip just because I had to hop on the highway. It was like an hour ride, and if I would have been on my Grom, it just would have been taking forever. Damn, that's a cool little bike. What is that? What the hell bike is that? I wonder if it's one of those Chinese bikes. But yeah, if I would have taken the Grom, I mean, it just would have taken too long, and it would have been shitty on the highway and stuff. Plus, like I said, it was super cold, so I would have been just like in the cold for longer. But yeah, I've been riding this actually more. Another thing that's been on my mind lately is I dropped a couple of videos, like instructional, if you will, of me doing chain maintenance on the Grom and me doing an oil change on the Grom. Two separate videos where instead of it being helmet mounted camera, the camera's facing towards me, looking at me. And a comment that I got a lot was people are surprised by the way I look. I look nothing the way that they thought, and I just found that super hilarious and amusing, because it just makes me wonder what were people expecting. I don't have an accent that I know of, so maybe people were thinking that I was white, tan white, maybe. Yeah, I have no idea, but I just found that to be super hilarious, because that's pretty much what everybody said that commented. I guess the mind just kind of fills in the gaps when you only hear my voice and only see, you know, my arms. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. That'll wrap it. I just wanted to show you guys the vinyl wrap and talk about it a little. If you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out, and I'll try to help, even though I'm not an expert at all. If you guys have any comments on what you guys think about it, yeah, also just let me know. Anyways, I appreciate y'all as always, and see ya.